Hi, we're gonna build album example from getbootstrap.com with modern WordPress website. For that, I have a clean WordPress installation. To get started, I download the repository and extract it to must-use plugins folder inside WP content. Alright, the next thing I want to do, according to the installation instructions, is run Composer update in must-use plugins MWW. Right, Composer will take a while to run, so I'll get you through the folder structure of the project. Everything starts at routes. We use conditional tags from WordPress, such as isFrontPage, isPage, isSingle, isSingular, to invoke methods in the system. So, if isFrontPage, then load app, pages, home, and call the method index, which is this. Alright, so is front page, call this. Is 404, call this. Alright? And the template include file works similar to Laravel. We have here a views folder with pages, partials, and our header and footer. Everything integrated with WordPress. We have here the framework folder that you shouldn't have to change, and the public folder for CSS and JavaScript, the routes folder we have seen, and the tests folder. Modern WordPress website uses WP Browser to run acceptance, functional integration, and unit tests. It seems that our composer has finished just in time. I want to run a small test suite that comes with modern WordPress website. For that, I just have to set some configuration here to my env file, and then I'm good to go. Let's run a few tests. This is a small test suite that comes with modern WordPress website, but you are free and encouraged to write your own tests, okay? These are a battery of functional tests. It checks if everything is working accordingly. Alright, just by installing that, if I refresh my page, I should see this. Modern WordPress website is working. If I go here to a clean file, I will see a bunch of stuff. So, for my personal preference, I like to use an empty theme while I am working with modern WordPress website. Empty theme, I activate it, but you are free to use with a theme if you want. The empty theme is available to download here. It's just a theme that contains absolutely nothing. It's an empty functions, empty index, and style.css with nothing, because we'll be doing everything inside MWW folder with the views. Okay? So just by changing the theme, the code looks much simpler now, right? I, for instance, don't like bootstrap emojis, so you can run this method here to remove it, and you will get a much cleaner code. So this is a good base to start. We have modern WordPress website. I mean the minimum of minimum necessary to run. Okay, so the first thing I want to do to get this up and running is to get the assets. We have here a few CSS and a few JavaScripts. To enqueue assets in modern WordPress website, we go here to the assets, to support assets. It's this. Okay? So for the sake of brevity of this video, I have already written the the code to get those assets. It supports the assets, supports in-queue style and in-queue remote style. Okay, so uh, if I go here and update my project, I should already have the assets. Okay, cool. Now let's grab the header. It goes in HTML header, and let's grab the footer as well. Alright, just by doing so, I have what begins to look like the project. The last thing I want to do is get the HTML for the home. And I'm going to paste it in home. Alright, this will be enough to get to have our example. Alright, as you remember, we start with routes. We then route the request to page home, which includes the header, the page home, and the footer. Alright, so to get this a little bit closer to reality, I am going to separate one of those albums, oops, album.php, into a separated view, similar to Laravel. Then I just include it. Include view partials album. That way, I have a single album. If I do it a lot of times, it will replicate, which keeps my code clean. Okay, so let's suppose that I want to show my posts here in the thumbnail. I can do that by going to home and passing an array of data to it, similar again to Laravel. Okay, so in home, in the home view, I will have a posts variable with get posts content. So I can do this. I will continue to have one, but here in the post for, I will have a post object, which means I can pass this post object to album view. Okay, and here in album, I can do this. Hello world, which is the post I have in my database. Okay, I can even go further. Let's suppose that I want to create a single view for it. How would I do that in Modern WordPress website? Well, just add a route. This single should lead to blog class method index, and include the page blog view. Here in the page blog, I have written the code just to make it easier. I have the post var, and if I update it, it's already working. All right. So let me just add a link here to this album logo. Okay. So how do I have post here in album if I didn't pass it here? It's because template include uses load template from WordPress. Load template WP content, WP includes template. Loads template has all these globals here. Okay. And that's why post is available in my blog view without me having to to pass it from my controller. So that's it. I hope you'll find it useful. We have here as well a shortcode markup to create shortcodes. It's pretty neat. Hello world. And it's very simple to create a shortcode. It's just those two functions here. You can create as many shortcodes as you want. There's the page, the shortcodes, the helpers. Helpers, you add your functions here, the assets to add your to enqueue your assets, and you can build a lot of awesome stuff with this in a model view controller manner. All right. If you have to pass complex data for your view, you can create other structure here. I mean, you can create methods, you can create models to grab complex content and pass to the view. It gives you a lot more freedom to work with WordPress in a model view controller structure with tests, which is a big plus, right? So that's it. I hope that you have enjoyed it, and I hope that you use it, and it should be good for you. All right. Bye bye. Thank you.